Hey gang, so I wanted to jump on this Sunday evening and talk to you a little bit about one of the most important things that you can do to ensure your overall success with regards to healthy eating throughout the week, and that is meal planning and meal prep. If you are catching this on the replay, my name is Amanda Nybert. I'm a registered dietitian specializing in bariatric and weight loss nutrition, and my goal is to enthusiastically empower people who want to get back on track with their health and wellness through weight loss. So I work with tons of bariatric patients that have fallen off track. And one of the things that we always talk about with regards to back on track is the importance of preparation and planning. It's really hard to eat healthy in the United States. Actually, unhealthy food is everywhere. So, basically the society in which we live in sets us up to be overweight and obese because it doesn't give us good, healthy food fast and cheap. Most of the fast, cheap food is unhealthy food. So doing a little meal planning during the week, for the month, whatever it is for you, can help you be much more successful with regards to healthy eating. Because probably the biggest barrier to success with regards to healthy eating is the fact that most healthy foods take time and effort. So you're not going to be able to, a lot of people don't have the time in the evening to make a healthy meal. So the more you can do before, on the weekends, maybe on Sunday, the better you'll do with regards to the weekend and eating healthy. So there's a couple of things that I would recommend with regards to meal prep. First, cook large portions. So anytime you're cooking, make extra. Even if you cook on Monday night, let's say you're going to cook a bunch of chicken breasts, cook extra for the night to come, the next night, cook extra for lunch. That way you're not messing up your kitchen more than once. So a lot of people don't like to come home and cook because they just don't want to clean it all up. So anytime you are cooking, try to cook extra. So sometimes like last week, I was cooking up some chicken for dinner, and I was like, you know what? While I'm standing here and my pan's dirty, I'm going to go ahead and brown my beef for tomorrow's pasta sauce. So I got that out of the way. So that was one less pan that I was going to dirty up the next night, and one less step I had to do to get my healthy meal on the table the coming evening. So whenever you're cooking, cook a lot, all right? Cook more than what you need and use it in the future. Another good idea is to cook a roast. I love roasting vegetables. Vegetables can be somewhat time consuming to cook with regards to kind of chopping them up and getting them prepared. So if you roast a ton of vegetables on the weekend, so I tend to roast 2 or 3 pans of vegetables on Sunday, then you can quickly heat them up during the week in the oven for like 10 minutes. So I do a lot of batch cooking on Sunday. So I'll roast a ton of vegetables. I'll cook up a bunch of chicken. I will hard boil a dozen eggs. I'll go ahead and chop up all my veggies for maybe like a salad. I'll maybe pre-bag some of my snacks. So anything that I can just grab and go is going to be important to be successful during the week. So think about planning ahead. Think about batch cooking. Think about anytime you are cooking just to cook more. Another beneficial thing to consider when meal planning is theme days. So I like to rotate through a couple of theme days in my week, and it makes it just a lot easier. For example, we do Taco Tuesday every Tuesday. Now, we don't necessarily do tacos on Tuesday, but we do some kind of like Mexican cuisine. So maybe we'll do tacos, taco salads. Maybe we'll do quesadillas, burritos, fajitas. So there's 6 Tuesdays right there, 6 meals that I'm not going to repeat for a whole rotation. I fast every day. So does my husband. That's a huge component of the Back on Track program is intermittent fasting. So we don't eat breakfast. We just skip breakfast because guess what? Eating 6 small meals a day makes you a fat store, not a fat burner. So that old school nutrition that Kellogg's put out has not helped us with regards to thinning our waist. So we don't eat breakfast. Now, I like breakfast. So we eat breakfast once a week for dinner. So every Tuesday night, we do a version of breakfast. That may be eggs and bacon and sausage. It may be omelets. We may make like a Western omelet. I may make a quiche. I may make a frittata. Different things like that. Again, there's 4 or 5 weeks worth of a Thursday meal just right there spitting out. Now I've got 2 young children, and so what I do is I'll buy the frozen bagged biscuits, and I'll put 2 biscuits on a pan, and I'll cook up 2 biscuits, 1 for each of my children, because if I make a can of biscuits, then me and my husband are going to eat it, and we don't eat biscuits. So finding things that you can still, again, my kids are going to have tacos with the wraps and the shells, but I'm going to do a taco salad. That I'm not making 2 meals here. I'm just making 1 meal that fits everybody. Maybe we'll do chicken, broccoli, and mac and cheese. Well, I'm probably going to do chicken and double broccoli, and my kids are going to do the chicken, broccoli, and mac and cheese. So again, I always want to encourage families that you shouldn't feel like you're eating 1 meal for yourself and cooking something else for your family, because probably what that means is you're eating healthy and then everybody else is eating like crap. So you got to find a way to kind of merge everybody to kind of go in the same direction. So breakfast on Tuesday, tacos on Tuesday, breakfast on Thursday, and then I do a crock pot once a week. A crock pot is the most time saver meal that you can ever make. And I try to make my crock pot early in the week, like on Monday. That way, because crock pots make a lot of food. So if I make a big crock pot on Monday, that's guaranteed that I'm going to have at least 1 or 2 lunches left over, maybe a quick meal, another dinner. So put together 1 crock pot. And I always tell people always want to like put together their crock pot in the morning and say, oh, I'm going to put them together in the morning and then it's going to be done. No, you're not going to do that, okay? You're going to run out of time. You're going to wake up late. So what you're going to want to do is put that crock pot together on Sunday, okay? And then on Sunday, you stick it in your refrigerator, and then whatever morning you want, you pull it out, stick it on, plug it in, and you're good to go. All right. Again, don't wait till the morning of, because we never have time the morning of to be, putting together a meal. So again, more things that you can do on Sunday to make yourself more successful during the week. So I encourage you to find ways to make meal planning a priority, because I really feel like probably the biggest reason why people don't eat healthy is because they just don't plan. They just don't prepare. And so they're forced to, run through the drive-thru. They're forced to get those quick fix meals. And unfortunately, they're unhealthy for you. So make it a goal this week to think about meal planning and then maybe implement that meal planning next week. Now, these are some of the things that we talk about and we focus on in the 7-week Back on Track program. The 7-week Back on Track program, it is a whole food nutrition program. It is about learning to eat real food in the real world and be successful. And it's intended to be sustainable. That's my number 1 goal. I want to teach you nutritional strategies that you can do forever to finally lose the weight and keep it off for good. No quick fixes, no gimmicks, no shakes, no potions, no pills. It's really just about living in the real world with good nutrition. So if you're interested in taking part in that, I've got a session starting a week from tomorrow. I'll put the link in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you do to prep for the week. Let's share our ideas below, and let's make meal planning and meal prep a priority. You guys have an awesome Sunday. I hope to see you soon.